I'm demonstrating how to assemble Sterilray's GermBuster Sabre Far UV 222 nanometer wavelength ultraviolet lamp on a tripod. I'm assembling it to use in our living dining room so that we can safely entertain guests with a markedly reduced chance of any infectious aerosolized virus infecting anybody. The 222 nanometers is important because 222 nanometers is safe for humans and animals, but it destroys bacteria and viruses almost instantly. When you open your box, you will have the Sabre itself, which is quite light. You'll have a tripod. You will have a means of attaching it to the tripod, which is a ring, and you'll have a rubber grommet that sits in the ring, and the Sabre can sit safely in that rubber grommet. There's also a power pack, because we have to plug it into the wall, and to attach that power pack to the tripod, because it shouldn't hang, it should be supported. I have a Velcro tripod mount power pack cradle, and there's also some other things to help Velcro bits to do the wires. So the first thing you're going to do is set up your tripod, which is, here we go. One of the things you want to watch for when you set up the legs of the tripod is to make sure that one leg is pointing forward. When the Sabre is mounted on it, it actually sticks out a bit, and you want the stability of having a forward leg out where the Sabre hangs, is suspended. It will eventually be much higher, but for the moment, so I can reach it, I'm going to assemble the, this is the ring, and it just fits in on this thing here, and you do it as tight as you can. Here we go. And then the grommet can go onto the Sabre itself. Be sure not to touch the actual lamp itself when you're doing this. The lamp has a button, the on-off button at the back, and it has the power cord coming down. The lamp goes up, the Sabre goes around and just embraces the on-off switch. That's where it sits. It sits like that. And then the whole caboodle goes into that and gently down. And there we are. The next thing we need to do is get this as high as we can in the room so that you have the biggest arc of where the wavelength is going, but also where small people like me can actually reach the on-off switch. So I'll bring up the lower, stronger one first for stability, and then I'll do this one. I can reach that on 5 feet tall, and that will go into the room. It's over that leg there. The next thing I need to do is attach the power cord. What I'm going to do first is set up the this Velcro power pack cradle. So it will be ready for the power pack there. I'm going to set it up above this, so if it slips down, it won't go very far. It won't like slide all down the bottom and put stress on the connection. If you fold over one, because this is a very narrow, a narrow pole, if you fold over one edge, that works quite well in getting that as tight as you can. There we go. Before we mount the power pack in the power pack cradle, we're going to attach this to the power pack. It's a good idea to wrap this a couple of times around that pole because we'll need to secure this later. The plug has a male and female. There's little grooves on the outside, 2 small ones here, 2 small ones here, and then there's a fat one. We'll do a close-up later of that. And the fat one goes into the fat one here. If you hold the red, it's steady, and put that in, it inserts, and then turn the black lower one, which just clicks in. There we are. It's just one click. Armed with that, we can now put this in here in the cradle. There we are. And we can use a Velcro strap to take up some of the slack here. It's important when you take up some of the slack that you don't pull it so that this is on an angle. This needs to fall vertically, perpendicularly. So it needs to have enough to fall there. So that's in there. This is up high and straight. It's over the front leg. So once you've got the power attached to here and the cradle is snug, the slack is taken up, checking that this is vertical, and it's over the thing there. When we plug it in, and then we can turn it on. Here we go.